Hi everyone, today I'm here to bring you an advanced full body Pilates reformer workout. As far as equipment goes for this workout, what you will need is your reformer and your box. We will be utilizing the box for a majority of our workout today. During this workout, please feel free to modify as necessary. If you are working up into more of your advanced level exercises, please feel free to modify or eliminate those exercises that do not feel appropriate for you today. As always, please enjoy this workout. Please subscribe and share. When you're ready, gather your equipment because this workout starts now. All right guys, so I'm all set up. I've got my box on the top of my reformer. My headrest is down and I'm starting on one heavy spring. For me, that's one red spring. We're gonna start facing back on the reformer. So come on over and bring your feet onto your headrest. Scoot your tailbone fairly close to the front edge of the box. We will be rolling back in a little bit. And then we're gonna start by grabbing our straps. I'd like you to choke up a little bit high on the ropes. I'm gonna grab around the taped portion of the strap and then sit up nice and tall. Feel your sit bones pointing right directly down into the box. Align your rib cage right over those sit bones and your shoulders right over your ribs. Lengthen through the back of the neck, get nice and long through the spine. Take a big inhale here and then exhale, let's just press our arms down and back and then forward. Imagine that your arms are reaching down to the floor on the press back and also down to the floor on the press forward so that you get that constant downward pressure through your straps. And let's do 4 more here. The last 2 and last 1. Float those arms forward, nice long elbows. Take a breath, inhale again, get tall through the spine. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone under and roll back just to the sacrum. Pause here, take another inhale. Exhale, engage the abdominals and roll the spine all the way up. Sit up tall on those sit bones. Again, sit up nice and tall, start your exhale, rolling your tailbone under and forward, roll back to the sacrum. And then rolling it back up and sitting nice and tall. Let's move a little further down the spine. This time we're up the spine, coming to the base of the shoulder blades, and then rolling the spine all the way up. We'll do a few more just like that. Tuck and roll. And lift. Let's do 2 more. And last time we are gonna stay back here. So tailbone under, rolling the spine back to the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, reaching your long arms forward, upper back is in forward flexion. Bring your right knee into tabletop, bring your left knee into tabletop. And now we're just gonna toe tap our toes forward towards the headrest. That's it. Keeping your low back married to the top of the box. Gaze is forward towards the thighs. Let's do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and last 1. Bring both knees into tabletop, widen your arms out to the side just a little bit. Let the knees drop over to the right slightly, exhale them back center. Inhale and then exhale them over to the other side and come back center. Your knees are even with one another and you're letting that one hip lift just a little bit and then come back to the middle. It is a fairly small movement here on top of the box, which is okay. Last 1 each side. Beautiful. From here, 1 foot goes down, other foot goes down, roll the spine all the way up. Very nice job. From here, we're gonna take our straps and loop them over our elbows. We are gonna do another roll down, so you still need to be or want to be close to the front edge of the box. You've got those straps over your elbows, hands behind the head. Elbows are wide, and there's already a little bit of activation in the back body. Take a breath, inhale, get tall. Exhale, roll the spine back onto the box. Good. If it feels good to you to open the chest up onto the box, feel free. And then tuck the chin into the chest, bring your elbows into your peripheral vision, and let's roll the spine back up. Sit up nice and tall at the top. Again, tuck the tailbone under, roll it back. Head is heavy in the hands, no pulling on the neck. Maybe open the chest, and then curling up all the way to seated. Trying to keep those feet grounded on the headrest. Let's do one more. And now roll up just to the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Bring both knees into tabletop. Let's do single leg stretch legs, right and left. Legs are extending one at a time, sliding past one another in space. Good for 4, 3, last 2. Let's hold our right knee in, right above the hip, left leg extended. Rotate and center. Exhale, rotate and center. Trying to keep tension on both straps. Last 3. And one more. Come center, switch sides. Rotate and center. Nice exhales here for 3. And last one. Both feet down. Here's the struggle. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll the spine all the way up to seated. Beautiful job. All right, let's take those straps off for a moment. Come off to the side. You can stay on that one heavy spring. If you'd like to, you can change onto one medium spring. We are gonna lay on our belly here. Chest on or off the box. Heels together, toes apart. Elevate your legs so that they don't touch the foot bar. Grab onto your straps. Again, I'm choking up on my ropes just a little bit. Lengthen your arms. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, bring the arms back, lift the chest forward. Lower the arms, bring the heart back down. Find your breath. Every time the arms come back forward, think about floating your belly button up off of the box. Last 4. And 2. The last time. Hold your arms back, beat the heels together. Click, 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 click. Nice long arms, nice straight wrists. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms go forward. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, bring your arms out to a T. Slide your finger or your pinkies back to your hips, and then back out to your T. Pinkies to hips, back out to the T. Lifting the head, neck, and chest up into back extension as the fingertips come back. Last 3. Last one, hold your arms back. Click the heels. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms back forward. One more round. Bring your arms back to your hips. Bend your elbows. Straighten your elbows. Squeeze the tricep. Bend, straighten. I'm staying in a little bit of back extension here. Last 4, 3, 2. This time hold your elbows bent at 90 degrees and click the heels for 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Release those straps. You can place them back on your pegs. And then we're going to carefully come up to the side and just rearrange where our box is. So I am going to turn it sideways. I'm going to put it kind of in the middle of the carriage. And then I'm going to come down to one medium spring. Good. All right, I'm going to face you to start. What we're going to do is step up on the carriage, one foot on either side of the box. Be careful stepping up. You can hold on to your foot bar. Stand one foot on either side. Take a moment, have a seat. Grab your front strap. I'm gonna go shorter loop with the hand that's closest to it. Now we are gonna stand up. So standing up on the box, a bit of external rotation through the feet. You're in a little bit of a squat. Grab onto your strap with both hands. Your strap starts low towards the inside knee, and then it's gonna lift up high past the outside knee. Down and up. Down and up. Hug into the box with those calves and rotate deeply through the rib cage. Smooth springs. The last 4. Last 2. And one more time. Good, now we're gonna sit a little deeper in our squat and rotate straight across the body. So opposed to going low and then high, you're keeping your hands on a little parallel line as you rotate. 4 more here. The last 2. And one more time. Very nice job. For these next 2 exercises, I am gonna grab my longer loop. We're gonna do an overhead press, so bring your elbows slightly forward of the rib cage. Shoulder blade is nice and active, and when you're ready, press that arm up and down. Now, if the arm doesn't fully extend to the ceiling, that's okay. I do want the carriage to be moving in some amount as the arm comes up. The last 4. Last 2. And one more time. Good, one more exercise on this side. Hinge the upper body over. Take your strap into your opposite hand. Your other hand can be on your low back. We're gonna start by just pulling our elbow to the side. And then when you're comfortable with that, you're gonna add an arm extension to the side. Pull, reach, bend. Pull, reach, bend. Nice. Option, as the arm comes back towards the shoulder blocks, maybe you rotate the torso towards the shoulder blocks as well, and then lengthen the back. Straighten out the spine as you come to the other side. The last 3 here. And one more time. Very nice job. Have a seat. Place your strap back for a moment. We're gonna change our position a little bit. So I'm gonna put my headrest up. You might find that you don't need to do that. I just like that that helps my back foot feel pretty stable. And then we're gonna take a quarter turn towards the foot bar. I'm gonna bring my right knee up onto the box and my left foot where the shoulder block meets the carriage. And then I'm reaching back for my strap. Standing up tall on the knees. Good. And then when you're ready, bring your hand right to your armpit. From here, we're gonna present our arm forward and bend the elbow in. Hips are square to the foot bar now. Nice job. My back heel is lifted a little bit above the headrest. The last 3. And one more. Hold your arm forward, turn your elbow out to the side, open and close your elbow. 4 more here. And last one. Very nice job, very challenging. Okay, from here, you're gonna bring both knees up onto the box. You're gonna bring your unstrapped hand down to the carriage. You're gonna take your strap onto your back foot. And then both hands go down to the carriage. Transition slowly. Bring your back knee up towards the ceiling. Make sure you've got a good grip on that strap. Lift your leg up nice and high behind you so it's a bit higher than the hip, and then very carefully bend the knee and release the spring. Bend the knee, release the spring. A few more here, shoulders away from the ears, nice steady core. We've only got 2 exercises here. Last 4. The last 2. And one more time. Now hold the toe directly up to the ceiling. Lower the knee towards the box and back up without releasing, without changing the space between the knee and the back of the hamstring, right? So the heel is fairly close to the back of the hamstring throughout this final exercise. Last 3 here. And one more. Beautiful. Carefully bring the carriage home. Bring both knees down. Reach behind you, grab that strap. All right, and then very carefully sit up. We're going to replace that strap and now turn all the way around to face the other side. So I'm going to sit down for a second. I'm going to straddle the box with my feet. I'm going to grab my front strap. I'm going to go shoulder loop for the first few exercises here. We're going to stand up, so carefully stand up. A bit of external rotation through those legs. Grab onto both straps with your hand. Both hands onto that strap. And now we're going to do that little diagonal lift towards the foot bar. Good, so the strap goes low towards the shoulder blocks, high towards the foot bar. Nice job, guys. Last 3. One more time. Good. Squat a little bit lower. We're still doing that rotation, but now we're keeping our hands just parallel to the floor, deeply rotating through that waistline. Last 3. And one more time. Very nice job. Bring your longer loop, if you have a choice, into the hand that's closest to the shoulder block. Now we're going to do that upward press. So shoulder blade down the back, press, and release. Elbow is slightly forward of the rib cage. Gaze is forward. Even weight through the feet. Last 3. Good. I'm very shaky on this side. I do have a working on a shoulder injury here, so if my form is not totally proper on this side, forgive me. Good. Last one. Very nice job. Okay, so now we get to hinge over. You're going to switch the strap into your other hand. Good. And then we're going to pull the elbow out to the side to begin. Pull the elbow, release the elbow. And then if you'd like to add that arm extension, go ahead. It's coming from the back of the shoulder blade. That's the initiator of the movement. Shoulder blade extension. Option to add that rotation of the torso towards the shoulder block. Two more here. And last time. Good. All right. Let's change our position. So we're going to take a quarter turn towards the foot bar. I'm leaving my front knee down. My back foot is where the carriage meets the headrest. And kind of like right underneath my kneecap is on the back of the box. You can adjust the box a little bit. You can adjust your knees. Make it feel good to you. Once you feel sturdy, stand all the way up on your knees. Bring your strap right to your armpit. Hips stay facing forward, shoulders forward, belly braced. Present that arm. Let's do 4 more here. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. Last one, leave the arm forward. Turn the palm in, open a door, close the door. 5, 4, your range of motion is your range of motion. Mine is small on this side. Last 2, and 1. Very nice job. All right, so we're gonna come down. I still have that strap. I'm gonna bring my hand down onto the carriage. I'm gonna take that strap very carefully onto my back foot. Then both hands down to the carriage. Your back foot is lengthening up and back behind you on a diagonal line. Shoulders are open. Now bend the knee and release the spring. Bend. Good, last 3. Last 2. 1 more, hold the heel close to the seat, lower the knee towards the box, and then toe up to the sky. Again, you're keeping the heel close to the seat the whole time. Last 3. And 1 more time. Very nice job. Both knees down, prop yourself up, grab that strap, place the strap back. Good, come off of the box for a moment. Very good job. All right, now we're just gonna move the box a little bit. We're just moving it so it's nestled against the shoulder blocks. If you're a bit taller, you could also put it over the shoulder blocks with the headrest down. I'm gonna put some more spring on my reformer so the reformer does not move, and grab onto my foot strap. We're gonna turn sideways to do some obliques here. So I want you to take 1 foot under your strap. I'm gonna take my headrest down just to have a better range of motion, and then bottom hand on the headrest. My bottom knee is up on top of the box. My knee is bent. Good, whenever you have a strap, a foot under the strap, you need to lift up into that strap to activate the sideline of the body. And then hands behind the head. Lengthen through the back of the neck here. Lower the bottom elbow towards the headrest. Lift the top elbow towards the sky. Lower, lift. Hips are stacked. Body is in between 2 narrow panes of glass here. And you've got a deep exhale on that lift. Last 3. Last 1. Find your long line. Rotate your torso to the ceiling. Pulse up, up. So hips are still stacked. The rotation comes from the ribs for 8, 7. 1 more exercise to come after this. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna rotate down, open the arms out to the side, scoop the arms down and up, scoop the arms down and up. Last 3. Like you're gathering sunflowers, right? 2. And last 1. And then big stretch down. Nice. You can have 1 hand on either side of the machine, or 1 hand on the headrest, 1 elbow, big side stretch. Very nice job. Come all the way up. I could stay in that stretch forever, but we are gonna go over to the other side. So switch out the feet. Rotate over onto the top of your hip. Lift up into your strap. Bottom hand down to the headrest for a moment. Make sure your hips are stacked here and that you feel like you're in a good position. Top hand, bottom hand behind the head. Now we just lower and lift. You always are reaching the crown of the head across the room. No matter where you are in that lower and lift, there's still length. 2 more. Last 1. Find your long line. Rotate your upper body towards the ceiling. Little pulses up for 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, one more exercise. Rotate down towards the floor, open your arms, big scoop and reach. Big scoop and reach. Last 3. It's upper body flexion here, 2, and then a little bit of extension, last 1. And side bend, stretch. Release your breath. Good. Come up. We're going to turn our box long ways. Getting rid of my foot strap. And I'm going to come down to one heavy spring. This is an exercise that you really have to maybe try and then decide if you feel like you need to adjust your springs, that's fine. We're going to work on breaststroke. So we're going to take both of our straps. The strap that's closest to me, I'm going to take it behind my back. The strap that's furthest for me, I'm just taking into my front hand. Then I'm going to lean, take both hands to the front edge of the box, and sweep my body up onto the box. Heels together, toes apart. Nice. My thumbs are in my straps right now. And to start, we're just going to start with a press forward and a bend of the elbows. A press and a bend. Nice. And now we're going to do a press and a lift, a lower, and a bend. A press, lift, lower, and bend. Finally, if you'd like to add on, it's a press, a lift, and a circle. A press, a lift, and a circle of the arms. As you lift the torso, the arms are straight. As the elbows bend back to your sides, you come back into that chest being down on the box. Last 3. Last 2. And one more. Very nice job. To get out, put your hands on the front of the box, step your legs over your straps. Bring the carriage home. Bring your straps back. Good. All right, I'm going to take my foot bar down. For this next exercise, it is sometimes handy to put an extra cushion on the edge of your box. I'm not going to do that today, but you are welcome to add a little more cushion for your hips. We're going to do swan facing back. So I'm going to hold onto the box. I'm still on that one heavy spring. I'm going to step onto the platform. I'm going to bring my hip points against the edge of the box. Heels together, toes apart on the edge of the platform, arms down by the sides. To start, press the carriage out and float the arms out to a T, and then bend the knees in and bring the arms down. As you float the arms out to the T, you lift your torso up. Nice job. Let's do 3 more here. Good. As you come in, the knees are traveling towards the well. And one more time. From here, let's move our arms forward instead. As you press the legs to straight, lift the arms forward and up. Bend the elbows, bend the knees and come back in. Nice job. Last 2. Last 1. Very nice job. You can stay with this or we'll add on one more option. Press the carriage out, float the arms forward. Now bend the knees and lift the torso up higher. Shoot the legs to straight and lower back down. Again, press the carriage out, bend the knees, lift the torso up higher. Shoot the legs to straight and lower the torso down. Just one more. Come all the way in. Very nice job. Step off to the side. That's an exercise I am definitely working on myself. All right. We are on that one heavy spring. We have one more series to go. It is a teaser series. So if you know what spring weight you like for teaser, feel free to adjust it. Grab onto your straps. Face the foot bar. We're going to lay down. So tailbone towards the front edge of the box. For me, the crown of my head is resting on the back edge of the box. That'll depend on your height. And then I'm gonna lengthen my feet over my foot bar, arms down by the sides. I'd like to start in Pilates V here. This is a beautiful place just to let go for a second. So if you wanna stretch through the front of the chest, give yourself a moment of reprieve before we go into this teaser series. Make sure your tailbone is not so close to the front edge of the box that when you do come up into your teaser, we don't want you to fall off the front, okay? From here, let's just start by floating our feet up off of the foot bar, gluing the inner thighs together. Your arm movement, your arms are gonna go down towards the floor to float up and in front of you. You can start with knees bent, and then with control, lower the spine all the way back down. Here we go again. Arms go down to the floor to float front, and then with control, the arms and the legs descend at the same time. Option to float up with straight legs. Inhale here, exhale, arms go down to go up. Find that teaser. Slowly lower it down. One more, inhale, exhale, arms go down to go up. Pause at the top, lower the legs, lift the legs, lower the legs, lift the legs. Don't lose the lift of the heart. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Last teaser of the day, take a breath, inhale. Exhale, arms go down to go up. Find your teaser. Arms go down, arms go up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice, and then lower everything down with control. Take a beautiful stretch over the box. Exhale the breath, beautiful. Take both straps into one hand so that you can prop yourself all the way up and come up off of the box. Good. Let's stand at the end of our reformer. One shin fairly close to the edge of the foot bar. You're gonna take one foot up onto the box. Let the hip drop down. From here, we're gonna extend that leg long. Nice. And we're just gonna take a side bend. Over and up and over. Good. Now, if this feels like your leg is too high in space, you could just remove the box and do this with the foot on the carriage, edge of the carriage instead. Last time, and I'm gonna hold the carriage out here. Just come into a little side split. Reaching through my fingertips. And then coming all the way up. Let's turn around to the other side. Bring the carriage home, carefully step back down, turn around. Inside foot goes up onto the box. Let that hip drop down. Extend the leg, take that side bend over and up and over. Last 2. One more time. This time I'm going to hold the carriage out, go for a little more of a side split, and reach up and over. That's it. When you're ready, come in, bend the knee, bring the carriage home, carefully step down, step to the side of your machine. Give yourself space in front of you. Bring your feet right underneath your sit bones. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, round the spine forward. Hands under shoulders. Slow roll down. And then slow roll up. Float the arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, slow roll down. And slow roll up. One more time. Stacking the shoulders over the ribs. And you guys are all done. Thank you guys so much for joining me for that workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment or a question down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you'd like to see next. As always, please subscribe and share. It really helps me out. It helps me bring more content to you. Thanks again, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.